Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Oh.
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. When we left off, we're inching closer to the end of this case. It is almost upon us.
Yep.
We have shown how the knife could have fallen from the window onto their heads and all that kind of stuff.
Onto their heads?
Well, they think onto their head. That's the only contradiction we have to fix now.
You said their heads.
Listen, I don't know what I'm doing. It's 1 a.m.
It was one person.
Is film one person. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. We all know what's going on if you're at this point. Where there's only 550 videos Ace Attorney. I think you know what's going on if you're watching. Appreciate all of you.
Yes, we do.
How you do it is beyond me.
For real. It's because you guys are amazing.
It's like 250 hours of us. How do you put up with that? Anyways.
They don't know.
This is the final contradiction. If I can clear this up, the one final undeniable truth will remain.
Oh yeah,
the
we have
evidence that
3.
proves how the falling knife fell to the victim's back.
The book.
Now, I want to make sure that it's, because I think they updated it that, yeah, she was holding on to the book on the scene, which should be proof that she had picked it up from the ground.
Yeah, and you have to lean down to pick something up.
There we go. The 4th book discovered on the scene of the crime explains it all. This is it. This is the final piece of evidence that the defense will present. This burned book.
Yes. That book was from the garage at home, correct?
If you take a look at this photo of the crime scene, it tells you exactly where the book was present at the scene. The victim is holding Mr. Garadeb's book in her hand. Now, if you recall, the constable testified that he placed the book in her hand.
That would be referring to when he moved the crime scene to the opposite footpath, yes?
He said he put it there.
Yeah.
About that. Patrolman O'Malley gave us a vital piece of testimony alongside that. But why did you leave this book in the victim's hand? Huh? Well, this is how I found it. We ran over to the crime scene. The victim was holding on to this book. So when I moved her, I just left it the same as I found her, holding the book.
Boom.
God, he's so great. I'm gonna miss you, O'Malley. In other words, the victim picked up that book by her own volition. So obviously she picked it up before she was stabbed by the knife.
But that does make sense. You've got a knife on your back. It's definitely not the time to be reading.
So why in the first place did the victim pick up the book?
Oh, I think I know. I think I can imagine a reason why.
Oh! Come on, dude. Use your big brain.
We know that this book fell from the landlord's flat on the 2nd floor to the ground. Furthermore, that was almost exactly the same time as the incident occurred. Exactly, they were at the same time. The victim was walking through the foggy London night on the pavement of Briar Road. As she walked on, suddenly, a book fell right in front of her.
The book that I threw?
Mrs. Garadeb, put yourself in her shoes for a moment. Imagine you were walking along when suddenly a book fell before you.
Well, can't exactly imagine that happening, but suppose I'd probably reach out my hand. And I'd pick up the book up, of course.
And that's our answer. She picked it up. A book fell from the sky in front of her, and of course she reached out to pick it up. What do you think she might have looked like in this situation?
She looks really cute.
Her back was pointed to the sky, completely defenseless as she bent over, and I agree.
Look at her.
And then the next instant, while she picked it up... You poor thing.
For real. She's like, oh, what's this book doing here? And then stab.
Like this isn't a crazy case of motive of murder and revenge and deceit. It's just
wrong place, wrong time.
Yes, wrong place, being too near the destruction zone of an angry wife.
Yeah.
Okay, the knife on the book descended directly into her back. But that's not all. Not far behind Viridian was another person walking on Briar Road. That'd be the defendant, Soseki Natsume.
Poor Soseki.
Him too. Yeah. Wrong place, wrong time. Just not hurt by it.
Yeah.
Just instead arrested and falsely accused. Which can be just as bad in its own way.
Yeah.
Not physically as bad, because, didn't get sent to the hospital, but
mentally
pretty bad. What Soseki witnessed at that moment was the victim suddenly collapsing to the ground. And that wispy fog He failed to see the knife falling from the sky.
Ah! Oh.
In that case, the constable and his wife wouldn't have witnessed anyone else in the scene.
Exactly. And it's all because there was no criminal to flee the scene.
This case is just a tragic accident. It's a result of a chain of coincidences on coincidences.
Yeah.
That's the very truth of the stabbing of Viridian Green. Does that sound right, Gyarados?
When you first revealed that knife, I started to realize maybe that's really what happened.
Darling?
Joan. Oh. I know whether it was on purpose or not doesn't really matter. What I've done is still a crime, right? I confess to it all. That night, as I was blinded by rage, I threw that book at my husband. And then I threw the knife too. He's like, alright. Dear.
You don't have to say it. I know.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I thought she was gonna be like, sorry that I didn't kill you instead.
Aw, he caught her, but
He's like,
Oh God, I'm too tired for this. John!
oh, his jacket's burnt from everything.
oh my gosh. Well, yeah, and with his bad leg,
Yeah.
can't carry her like he used to.
Lord Francis, how is Mrs. Garrett doing?
She was taken to a bed in emergency care. I'm told the situation is hectic at the moment, but there shouldn't be any problems. Things will calm down soon.
Unfortunately, they wrought this tragedy with their own hands. You need to resolve to stand and face it together.
I'm not sure if one might call this a dark cloud silver lining, but going to report from the hospital, the victim is on the road to recovery.
Oh, yay.
Seems to be just a matter of time before she regains her senses. We still don't know a thing about her, huh?
Yeah. Still, it's great that she survived this ordeal.
Yeah, you're right.
Be even more tragic if she actually died.
And that's what you, defendant, so second out to me.
Now we have to see if he survives. I mean, what?
Oh.
Hey, remember,
Do
every defendant dies.
you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yep, there it is.
On behalf of the Ministry of Justice, I wish to issue an apology to you. You journeyed to Great Britain from so far in order to study in peace. Yet we've only caused you immeasurable suffering. We're deeply sorry for this.
Aw.
Respect.
Yeah.
Am I gonna die? I cannot accept. For the one I must apologize is me.
What?
Soseki?
That night, the poor young lady had fallen before my eyes. But in my hysterical horror when I lay before me, I made a terrible mistake.
What mistake?
Running.
Away, yeah.
I thought that fine lady had died.
Well, Patrolman Pat thought so as well.
She did seem pretty dead, I guess. I wasn't there, but I assume based on all thoughts in the case.
And the photo.
It's been years since my arrival. I was to get to acclimatize to life in the imperial capital. My days were dismal, as if the spirits of the fog of London, damp and dreary, had come.
Soseki does seem like a really sensitive guy.
Yeah. What a... Oh, I don't remember how to...
Poignant.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I didn't want to...
The one word I know how to say is
Yeah,
the
what a
one that you
poignant
don't
image.
know. Christ.
Well, I knew it, but I haven't read it in a long time.
It's just the first time that I've been able to actually say a classy word that you weren't sure on for once. I got to be the helpful one.
Well, I knew it, but like
Well, yeah, that's the way I am most of the times. That like I know it, but I'm like, but wait, how am I supposed to actually say it? I'm a professional now. I have to say things correctly.
But I mean, never mind.
It's fine. It was the same then. I thought she was bewitched by the very same malevolent spirits. I knew that dropping my books and fleeing the scene wasn't what I should have done. I should have done nothing other than call a doctor and notify the police of what I meant. As an exchange student, I've dealt the terrible blow to the very trust between our great empires. Thus, I must offer my deepest apologies.
People are like, whoa.
Hey, good on you.
As far as I can see, the essence of this case seems to be an apparition of an interwoven chain of misfortunes.
Almost like a series of unfortunate events.
Manipulated by this apparition, we were ready to rush to a mistaken verdict.
Where's the man with the giant nose?
Lord Franziques, and you, attorney who avoided from Japan to the British Empire.
I have a name too.
You two are responsible for breaking that chain. It was absolutely a model trial.
Dang.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, sage citizens of the jury,
Yes, my lord.
the court has decided that now is the time for this trial to end. We request your final verdict.
Guilty.
Speaking as the foreman, I only wish to arrive at a dignified verdict.
The truth is often cruel, isn't it?
I didn't think this would end with us losing a juror. I started her now as my wife's messenger. It's about time now I can finally get to work, right? It should be a nice story for my grandchildren.
Oh my god. Will it though?
It was interesting.
Now, jurors, the time has come. Present your final verdicts to the court.
Here we go.
Yay!
They all just coordinate.
Perfect.
Like ready on, go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's like doing the wave.
You will now deliver the verdict to the defendant, so second not to me. Not guilty!
Yay!
Yay! Fireworks! Where are the fireworks?
Isn't that thing? Yeah.
Fireworks!
Don't burn this whole place down.
Yeah! Fireworks we actually want.
Fireworks in the courtroom, sure. There's a reason they don't do that anymore. They've burnt the courtroom down.
Oh no.
Look at all that stained glass just
One
gone.
more thing, defendant.
Jackie, one more.
I knew
thing.
you were gonna do that.
Yes, my lord.
You're now a free man once again. Hope you will endeavor to bridge the gap between our two cultures. And be sure that you never find yourself in this courtroom again.
Okay. Yes, of course. I'll just be a shut-in neat. Don't mind me. As a second not to do solemnly swear. I am so moved. You got it.
God.
With this, today's trial comes to a close.
Hell yeah.
Please don't die, Soseki.
I thought we were going to say please it's not game, because last time we had a cog loading screen that broke on us. But it survived. Hey, obey, defend, and lobby.
Oh, substitute.
He has a name.
Huh? Oh, you mean me?
Of course I do. I'll train as substitutes over here.
I wouldn't really know.
We've come a long way from substitute law student Naruhodo, haven't we?
I would have preferred if we arrived just as Naruhodo instead.
Oh, my name is Fun himself rolled out. Heart full of glee. Laugh loud and free.
He seems really happy. I can tell since he said laugh.
It would be a lot easier to tell if he actually laughed, though.
Oh, substitute, you've really done it. You've saved my life from the rubble.
It wasn't me. You're free because you didn't hurt anyone. It's great that everyone else has come to see that, too.
No, you see, you've got the wrong idea. Dear substitute.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, it's tiring. I said this before, but I never could come to love London. On the roads, look around and see only foreigners. In the sky, only brick skyscrapers. The Brits look down at me from above. They point and laugh. Look at that dwarf.
I think you're just imagining that.
However, today I have pulled me out of my tiny hole of depression.
Yay?
He stood on the grand stage against those Brits, and he didn't dare retreat. And equal bow to you fought with your words to unveil the truth unknown. When I saw those great fireworks launched in the Crown Court, my heart cried for joy. Mankind is great!
Oh my god.
We're both grateful to hear you say that.
Well, friends in Japan will be delighted to hear about this misadventure when I go home.
Huh? Go home?
Don't know who that is.
I'll have an appointment in 3. Sorry to keep you waiting. I happen to oversleep just a bit.
My, if it isn't Mr. Holmes. I'm literally Suzuto.
Well, that was close. Looks like I made it just in time. Looks like court's about to be in session. I know you've got this, Master Naruto. Actually, the trial just ended.
What? How? I was such a rush for nothing then.
Aw.
It's you, you damn monster.
He was gonna
Me,
come
Sherlock
to
Holmes.
watch. Aw, man.
No, I'm sorry. Have we met?
This is Soseki. You do remember arresting him, right?
Absolutely not. Oh, that's right. I didn't recognize him. He always hiding out of his little basement of a flat or in those dank little jail cells. What is he doing in a brightly lit room like this? I had no idea who he was. He could be a little less rude.
Nah, fam.
Curse you, thee, Sherlock Holmes. It's all your fault that this happened to me. I forgot. Yeah, I've got a whole mountain of things I need to say to you.
No, wait. Sorry, I've got it now. You must be the man that ran off from that crime scene. You abandoned that poor victim. If you'd taken her to a hospital instead,
Yeah.
by now she probably would have been awake again. But oh well, I figured it was inevitable for her to end up this way anyway. We're all the same, you know. Something like that is just too much of a fright.
Guilt trip.
I'm honestly very sorry for what I did.
Good. By the way, you said there was a mountain of things you needed to say?
He just shut him down. He
no.
just shut him down.
I suppose not.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Are you?
You're just too funny for me to handle.
Oh, poor Zoseki.
He just shut
Come
him
on, look at the bright side. What a pleasant experience, right? $10 for free. And from what I can see, you've been declared not guilty.
I'm still not safe.
Whatever do you mean?
I knew it all along. I'm cursed. Cursed by these damnable spirits. And cursed by the Grim Reaper himself.
Oh, Prosecutor Barrick von Zeeks.
I'll never forget what I heard when that persecution in the court. Even if you're not guilty, you're doomed to a terrible demise. No, this is it.
No,
Oh,
no, Soseki, you'll be fine.
I'm just used to him starting like that when he
Yeah.
shakes.
Huh?
Even if some sort of unruly bringer of death appears before us, I, Suzuto, will not fail to keep you safe from harm. Ah! He'll get a taste of my special move, the Suzuto toss.
You can't do that in court.
His face!
You can at least warn me before you do that, Suzuto.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, Sherlock's just like,
She's
wow,
terrifying.
she did it
My
again.
God, what strength, what
Yeah.
core.
What core?
So, Soseki, what are you going to do now? You mentioned going home a while ago.
Gotta get away from the Reaper. Before long, I plan to go home to the Japanese Empire.
Huh?
It's been a whole year since I first arrived in the British Empire. Going to university, living on my professor's teachings, visiting libraries and bookshops. I've come to this wonderful world of literature along with the city I was born from. And I realized that my mission is to teach our empire about this culture.
Soseki.
So, put simply,
He just pops in
you've
the
gotten cold feet at the thought of the Grim Reaper's curse. Is that right?
No, you see, you've got the wrong idea. The more I learn about literature, the more these strange emotions well up within me. When I return home, I wish to write something with my own two hands.
Oh,
Really? I'd love to read one of Soseki's novels someday.
but you don't read.
Now, Master Naruto and Miss Susudo, what are your plans? Our plans? Are you going back to Japan with that mustachio gentleman? Why would we do that?
We haven't even been in London for a week now. No, our trip has only just begun.
I suppose you've been staying in a hotel then? Hey, yeah, we're trying to find a cheap place to live before we go bankrupt.
Yeah. According to our calculations, our allowance will vanish entirely in about 10 days.
Oh! If you like, you're free to take my flat.
Your room doesn't have any windows, right?
Yes, that's true. But the floor, walls, and ceiling are all in perfect order. I think I haven't seen them in like 4 months because of all the books, but
I haven't seen them.
And there's more. You'll never be alone because spirits will always be able to curse you.
Spirits? He's like, yes.
Indeed. When you're sound asleep at night, the spirit suddenly wrings your neck. What a refreshing way to start the day.
I'll need some time to think about it first. I've got a proposal for you two.
What's up?
How would you like to stay at my home for a while?
Really?
Yes, you can share a room with me, Susanoo, if you want. You say a home is a bit of a vacancy. Wait, how old are you again? Never mind. You would just be taking the attic. You go up there instead. Can you really call that a vacancy? We talked over the landlord this morning, and now Iris is cleaning it up.
She's already on it.
You should come as soon as you can. I doubt you have any luggage, right?
We own nothing. Oh my, what a lovely proposal. We get to live in the attic of a world-famous detective's home. So many emotions are welling up inside me. We graciously accept.
I don't suppose I even have the option to look elsewhere now.
Nope.
All right, it's decided then. Tonight, Iris will be flexing her cooking muscles for a big welcome dinner.
Aw.
Mr. Soseki, you're free to come over as well.
Aw, wholesome.
I do appreciate the offer.
Well then, I'll be working on the paperwork for Soseki's acquittal.
Susa looks so excited.
Well, yeah.
What a simp.
I really...
Substitute, I know I was right to choose you. I'm so glad that I could meet someone like you in this foggy city.
I feel the same way, Soseki. It's just sad that we already have to say goodbye.
I've realized that I belong in Japan. Substitute, one day I swear we will meet again.
Of course. I'll be call myself a full-fledged attorney by then.
For real.
Perhaps by then, I'll have the air of a competent author.
All right, you two. Our coach has arrived. We should get going soon, Master Naruto. Okay, Mr. Holmes. Hopefully Mr. Soseki will be acquitted in time to make it for dinner. Something tells me he's not going to make it to dinner.
Don't say that.
And so, the curtain closed on Soseki's trial. The three of us boarded a coach and set off for Baker Street.
Please have nothing bad happen. This is too wholesome right now. Attic.
That's an attic.
Sweet.
Just attic.
I always thought it'd be cool
At least
to have
it has a
an-
furnace.
Yeah.
So this is it.
And window.
And a mop.
And it's our new office.
Our own office, huh? I like that. It's got a nice ring to it.
It does. It's like a dream come true.
You see this, Asogi?
Aww.
It's only a small one, but I feel like I've come one step closer to fulfilling your dream. What do you think, you two? Do you love it or do you love it?
Hey!
Mr. Holmes, thank you so much for
The
this.
floofy hair is here.
He's casual, Holmes.
Yes! Such a charming little room. I'm positively overwhelmed with glee.
That's great, Arson. I'm glad you're here too.
Come on, everyone. It's almost time for supper. When Uncle Soseki gets here, we're having a big party. Miss Iris, I would love to help you prepare. Okay, then Susie, you can make the salad. All right. Give me that lettuce.
So how does it feel, Master Naruto? You've established your very own office in London. I can't stop trembling from the excitement, along with the thought of what might be waiting for us in this city. oh, this is exactly how I felt when I opened my own office here. That is until I came to know of the darkness lurking within this foggy city. Huh? London is praised for being the brightest and most prosperous imperial capital of all. However, as the flame of London burns brighter and brighter, the shadow cast by its light grows into an ever greater darkness. What's that supposed to mean? Well, I'm sure you'll find out for yourself in due time. Just how deep the darkness goes.
It's very cryptic.
I believe this bears repeating. Welcome to London, Master Naruto.
Hey.
Thank you.
He just straight up, like, adopted us.
Pretty much.
It's great.
Low-key adopted.
It's like, you're gonna live here.
At that point, there was no way I could have truly understood Mr. Holmes' words. It'll be just a short while longer. And before I would peer into the abyss with my own eyes.
It's kind of scary. I don't thought of peering into an abyss.
The end.
Greatest ending ever.
Oh, you.
I'm so happy right now.
And so, next time, we will get into the
Ooh.
final case of the game.
Oh
the
god, that's a
Hound
long story.
Of the Bakersvilles.
The adventure of the unspeakable story. The Hound of the Baskervilles.
Baskervilles.
Bakerville.
I just completely missed the S there at the beginning.
Yeah, you
Whoops.
did.
But we're going to hop into that next time.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh man, this looks terrifying just looking at it. It's intimidating me.
Oh, I just noticed it was in the background.
Yeah, it's a hound.
Oh.
I'm just like, that is nightmarish. What is
Sir
it?
Dogan's ancestor.
A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen. Its eyes glowed with a... I'm trying to read from so far away. Smoldering glare.
Yeah.
And the whole of its disguised body was outlined in hot white flames.
Huh.
So mysterious. We'll see what that's all about tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bye.